Beloved soul, welcome to this divine moment. Heaven has aligned your steps here for a reason. There is something in the air that your spirit can feel. A quiet whisper, a holy orchestration, a divine movement beyond what your human eyes can see. Angel says, Heaven is orchestrating a love that will surprise you. It won't arrive through the doors you expected. It won't follow the path your logic has drawn. This love will come like dawn after a long night, gentle, golden, and full of light. Sometimes the greatest blessings are hidden behind long seasons of waiting. You might think nothing is happening, but in the unseen realm, heaven has been weaving threads of destiny together. There are souls being positioned, prayers being answered, hearts being prepared. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are being positioned for something extraordinary, a love that carries purpose, peace, and divine timing. Angel says, there is a sacred rhythm to your life. Every heartbreak, every delay, every not yet has been part of a divine melody. And soon that melody will turn into harmony when two souls meet exactly as heaven intended. The angels have seen your tears, the ones you cried in silence, the ones that fell when you told yourself you'd be okay. Those tears became prayers, and those prayers became light. Heaven never wastes pain. Every disappointment was a redirection. Every unanswered prayer, a divine protection. You have walked through seasons that tested your faith. But even in your weakness, you kept believing. Even when you didn't feel strong, your hope whispered, maybe tomorrow will be better. That whisper was faith, and heaven heard it. Beloved, there is a love being prepared for you that will not confuse your mind, drain your spirit, or question your worth. This love will recognize you in your wholeness. It will honor the journey that shaped you. It will bring rest to the parts of you that have been restless for years. Angel says, this love will not come through chasing, forcing, or begging. It will come naturally, the way rain falls on dry land, the way spring follows winter. The universe has been rearranging itself for this encounter. You are being aligned with someone whose soul has been calling out to yours in ways words cannot describe. There is someone who has been praying for you without even knowing your name. Their heart has been speaking your language in silence. They are somewhere, growing, healing, preparing, just like you. Heaven has been working behind the scenes, timing every detail with precision. You are not late. You are right on schedule. Every time you thought it was over, heaven whispered, trust me. Every time someone left, heaven said, I'm making room for something pure. Every time your heart broke, heaven said, I'm rebuilding you for something greater. Beloved soul, your story is about to shift. The energy around you is changing. Where there was confusion, there will be clarity. Where there was loneliness, there will be connection. Where there was heartbreak, there will be healing. You are stepping into a chapter that will make sense of every tear you've cried. Angel says, heaven is sending you a love that mirrors divine peace. It will not rush you. It will recognize you. It will not demand. It will cherish. It will not compete. It will complement. And when it arrives, you will feel it deep in your spirit, not as excitement or anxiety, but as calm assurance. You'll simply know, this is it. This is what my soul has been waiting for. There will be signs, little synchronicities that seem too perfect to ignore. Maybe a song that keeps playing, a repeated name, a dream that feels real, or a sudden peace that falls on you out of nowhere. Those are heaven's hints. Angel says, pay attention. Sometimes heaven surprises you when you least expect it. You might be tired, focused on other things, even convinced that love is no longer your story. and then unexpectedly a divine connection appears. It won't look like what you imagined, but it will feel like home. You see, divine love isn't just about attraction. It's about alignment. Heaven knows what kind of soul will fit into your destiny, not just your emotions. That's why certain people had to leave. Not because they were bad, but because they couldn't go where God is taking you. Angel says, don't rush the process. Love that is heaven sent cannot be rushed. It is revealed. And when it's time, everything will align effortlessly. The timing will feel perfect, the energy will be peaceful, and your heart will finally rest. Heaven has been whispering your name in someone's dreams. The same way you felt someone in your spirit without explanation, they felt you too. There is a holy familiarity between your souls, like two notes of the same song finally meeting in harmony. Beloved, this connection will not just meet your expectations, it will surpass them. Heaven delights in surprises. The same God who created galaxies and sunsets also designed the story of your love. Every chapter you thought was random was actually divine choreography. You may think you're just going about your life, working, healing, praying, but heaven has already written the next scene. It may begin as an unexpected conversation, a random encounter, a message that feels familiar, but behind that coincidence is divine intention. Angel says, this love will find you when your heart is ready, not when you are lonely. That's why heaven has been healing you, removing attachments, rewriting your beliefs about love, restoring your confidence. You had to unlearn the kind of love that hurt you so you can receive the kind of love that heals you. There's a glow returning to your spirit. Have you noticed it? You're softer now, more peaceful, more discerning. You no longer chase what isn't yours. You've learned to release, to trust, to flow. That's exactly the energy that magnetizes divine love. Heaven loves to bless hearts that are at peace. Angel says, you are walking into a love story written by God Himself. And when heaven writes your love story, there is no confusion, no competition, no doubt, only divine confirmation. Maybe you've been wondering why it's taking so long. But heaven is never in a hurry because divine timing is never late. What's meant for you cannot be missed. The same God who aligned the stars can align two souls at the right moment, in the right place, for the right purpose. Your journey has been preparation. Every heartbreak was pruning. Every delay was training. Every lonely season was teaching you how to stand whole. And now your energy is ready to attract what matches your healed frequency. Angel says, love is not coming to complete you. It's coming to complement you. You are already whole. This connection will be two complete souls walking side by side, not two broken hearts trying to fix each other. Heaven is proud of how far you've come. You've grown through storms that tried to break you. You've smiled through tears, believed through silence, and loved even after being hurt. That's why heaven has chosen you for a special kind of love, one that reflects divine grace. Beloved, prepare your heart. Heaven is orchestrating something that will not just surprise you, it will restore your faith in love itself. There's an angel near you, smiling softly. They've seen your prayers, your journals, your whispered hopes. They know how many times you've said, I just want someone who understands my soul. That prayer didn't vanish. It was delivered. And heaven said, we're working on it. Soon you'll understand why every delay was divine. You'll look back and say, if I had rushed, I would have missed this. Because this love will be unlike anything you've known. Not because it's perfect, but because it's peaceful. Angel says it's almost time. Keep preparing your heart. Keep glowing in silence. Keep trusting the process. Heaven is writing your story, and the next chapter begins with love that carries heaven's fingerprints. There is a sacred stillness before divine surprises. You may feel like nothing is moving, but heaven is shifting things in your favor quietly, like dawn approaching before the world wakes. The angels say, "Trust what you cannot see." For even when life feels silent, heaven is never still. God is behind the curtain, arranging details, softening hearts, and aligning moments that will change everything for you. There's a reason you've been feeling this inner peace lately. That unexplainable calm, that gentle sense of expectation. It's because your spirit senses something approaching. You may not see it yet, but love is already on its way. The person destined for you is being guided by the same light that leads you. Heaven is closing the distance between you and them in ways both subtle and divine. The truth is, divine love doesn't rush. It matures. It deepens in silence before it blooms in presence. The one who is meant for you is not just coming. They are becoming. Heaven has been polishing their soul just as heaven has been refining yours. And soon, two stories will merge into one symphony of grace. Angel says, "Don't mistake delay for denial." The universe pauses not to punish you, but to perfect the plan. Sometimes heaven waits until your heart no longer seeks out of need, but out of readiness. This is that season. You are ready. You've learned the sacred balance between surrender and expectation. You've released what is not yours, and now your hands are free to receive what is. Beloved, your next chapter of love will not repeat the old patterns. It will carry wisdom. It will be gentle, mindful, and sacred. This love will not drain your spirit. It will feed it. You will feel seen, understood, and valued. There will be a spiritual connection that words cannot define. It will feel like two souls remembering each other. There's something beautiful about divine timing. Heaven doesn't operate on human clocks. You may think you're late, but to God, you're right on time. The moment that will change everything is being written now. And when it unfolds, it will seem like magic, but it will be pure orchestration. Angel says, "You've waited long not because you were forgotten, but because you were being prepared for something extraordinary." This kind of love requires maturity, emotional intelligence, and spiritual awareness. And now, you carry all three. You've grown past attachment. You've grown into discernment. You now know the difference between attention and affection, between desire and destiny. Heaven delights in your growth. The angels have watched you choosing peace over drama, self-worth over approval, patience over fear. These choices have opened portals of blessing. The frequency of your heart now resonates with divine love, and heaven is responding. Somewhere right now, the one meant for you is being nudged by the same divine hand. Perhaps they're going through lessons that mirror yours. Perhaps they've just healed from something they never thought they would. Heaven has been preparing both of you to meet in wholeness, not in wounds. There's a time when love doesn't have to be searched for. It simply finds you. That's the time you're stepping into. It may happen in the most ordinary moment, a random conversation, a kind gesture, an unexpected encounter, but behind it will be divine purpose. Angel says, you'll know them by peace. Your spirit will recognize them even before your mind catches up. There won't be confusion or mixed signals. They won't play games with your emotions. They'll meet you with sincerity, warmth, and understanding. And the way they love you will remind you of how heaven loves, gentle, patient, and pure. You've prayed for someone who won't just touch your skin, but your soul. Someone who prays with you, listens with empathy, and walks beside you through both sunshine and storm. Heaven heard that prayer. It's already been answered in the spiritual realm. You're simply waiting for manifestation, and that manifestation is drawing near. Sometimes love comes when you least expect it, because expectation can create resistance. When your heart rests, it opens. And in openness, heaven can deliver what it's been holding for you. That's why your peace lately has been the greatest preparation. The angels whisper that the person heaven has chosen for you carries a heart that mirrors yours, tender, loyal, compassionate, and spiritually aware. They've gone through pain too, but instead of becoming bitter, they became better. That's why you'll connect. Not because you've never been hurt, but because you both chose to heal. When divine love arrives, it doesn't shout. It whispers. It moves like sunlight, steady, warm, and healing. It brings you closer to God, not away. It reminds you of who you are, not who you've lost. This love will not trigger your fears, but dissolve them. It will not remind you of abandonment, but of belonging. Angel says, heaven is pleased with how you've handled the waiting. You didn't lose faith. You didn't close your heart. You continued to believe in love even after it broke you. That is strength. That is faith in motion. Heaven rewards hearts like that. There's a phrase heaven keeps repeating. You're almost there. The alignment is happening faster than you think. There are conversations already scheduled in the timeline of destiny. There are moments you cannot yet see that will soon shift your entire story. Beloved, you may not realize it, but you are radiating differently now. Your energy has changed. You've released pain, and in doing so, you've raised your vibration. Love recognizes light, and your light has become impossible to ignore. Angel says, keep being authentic. Keep walking in gratitude. Keep shining quietly. You don't have to seek validation when heaven has already approved your journey. The one meant for you will recognize your soul, not your performance. Sometimes, heaven removes people not because you failed, but because their season expired. You cannot build tomorrow with yesterday's tools. Your future requires new energy, new trust, new faith. That's why certain doors closed suddenly, not as punishment, but as preparation. The new love entering your life will understand your scars. They will see them not as flaws, but as proof of your survival. They will hold space for your emotions without judgment. They will understand your silences, your laughter, your fears, because they've known loneliness too. This love will not demand that you shrink. It will allow you to expand. It will celebrate your dreams, not compete with them. It will speak life into you when you doubt yourself. And every time you pray together, you will feel heaven listening. Angel says, this connection is divine because it's rooted in purpose. You're not just meeting to love, you're meeting to build. There will be shared missions, shared prayers, shared growth. Together, you'll create impact in small ways that ripple out like light across the world. Beloved, when you meet this person, you'll understand why nothing worked before. Because what's coming carries destiny. It's not just attraction, it's alignment. It's not just connection, it's covenant. Heaven has been writing your names side by side for years, waiting for the moment when both your hearts would be ready. That moment is almost here. There will be no need to question if they're the one. Heaven will confirm it through peace, through consistency, through divine timing. It won't be rushed. It will flow. It won't fade. It will deepen. It won't break. It will build. Angel says, trust the feeling that everything is about to change, because it is. The universe has begun moving in your favor. The angels have taken their positions. The orchestration is reaching its crescendo. There's a warmth entering your life, a sign that your spirit is aligning with divine love. You'll notice subtle signs, more dreams, repeating numbers, soft inner nudges, or moments of déjà vu. These are confirmations that heaven is preparing your meeting. Soon, your soul will meet its reflection, not as completion, but as celebration. Heaven has seen your waiting, and your waiting has become worship. Every time you chose faith over fear, heaven took note. Every time you forgave instead of closing off, heaven said, they are ready. And now, beloved, you are ready. Ready not just to be loved, but to receive love in its purest form. Ready to be chosen not for what you offer, but for who you are. Ready to walk into the story that heaven wrote long before you were aware it existed. Angel says, heaven is smiling. The orchestration is almost complete. Every thread of destiny is converging. Soon, love will find you, not because you chased it, but because you became aligned with it. Your soul has waited lifetimes for this harmony. When it happens, it will feel both brand new and deeply familiar, as if you've known each other across time. That's the mark of divine connection. It feels like remembering. Keep trusting, keep preparing, keep glowing. Heaven's promise has never failed, and it won't start now. There is a divine hush in the atmosphere around you. It feels like peace, but it's more than that. It's alignment. Heaven is finalizing details that your mind can't yet comprehend. The person meant to walk beside you has been guided closer, step by step, through experiences that mirror your own. Even now, their soul is being prepared for the moment your paths will meet. Nothing about this story is random. Every delay, every detour, every prayer has been leading to this convergence of destiny. Angel says, heaven's orchestration is always perfect. You didn't lose what was meant for you. You only lost what would have hindered your growth. Sometimes heaven removes people not to leave you empty, but to make space for something sacred. The emptiness you felt wasn't punishment, it was preparation. Heaven cannot pour into hands that are already full. That's why certain things had to end. Beloved, this is your season of divine restoration. The love being sent your way is not ordinary. It's sacred. It carries healing in its essence. It will reach parts of you that even your own prayers couldn't touch. It will teach you that love was never supposed to hurt, never supposed to confuse, never supposed to demand proof of your worth. It will simply see you, fully, purely, deeply. and love you anyway. Angel says this love will come softly, without grand announcements or chaos. It will feel like still water, calm and reflective. You will feel peace first, then joy, then gratitude. You will look at this person and feel as though heaven whispered your name through them. Their voice will sound familiar, their energy will feel safe, and their presence will remind you of home. There will be no chase, no games, no uncertainty. Divine love doesn't test your anxiety. It rests your spirit. It brings peace, not pressure. And the one heaven sends will understand that love is not control. It is connection. You will both be each other's sanctuary, not storm. The angels have seen you love people who couldn't love you back. Give your all to those who didn't understand your depth. They've watched you carry love like a prayer, quietly, selflessly, faithfully. That's why heaven has chosen you for a higher form of love, one that reflects divine reciprocity, giving and receiving, both in balance. Beloved soul, you are about to walk into an encounter that feels destined because it is. It may happen in a simple moment, a smile, a conversation, a shared silence. But something in your soul will recognize it instantly. You'll feel peace settle in your chest, like your spirit finally exhaling after years of holding its breath. That's how you'll know it's heaven's orchestration. Angel says, you are not being asked to search anymore. You are being invited to trust. Trust that heaven knows your heart better than anyone. Trust that divine love will not bypass you. Trust that the energy of what is meant for you is already on its way. Every prayer you whispered, every tear you released has built this bridge between you and them. The angels are rejoicing because your story is entering its most beautiful chapter. You will no longer wonder if you are loved. You will know. You will no longer fear being misunderstood. You will be deeply seen. You will no longer question your place. You will feel chosen. This love will feel like answered prayer wrapped in human form. Their presence will bring serenity to your thoughts, laughter to your days, and warmth to your soul. You'll begin to dream together, pray together, and grow together. You'll support one another's purpose, not distract from it. You'll be two lights shining brighter because you found each other. Angel says, this love will restore your belief in divine timing. You'll look back and finally understand why certain doors stayed closed, because if they had opened, you would have missed this. You'll realize that what you once called loss was actually protection, and what you called waiting was preparation. Heaven never wastes time. Heaven invests it. The universe is aligning you both through synchronicities. Pay attention to the subtle confirmations, moments that feel orchestrated, signs that keep repeating, numbers that follow you, or emotions that rise out of nowhere when you think of love. These are not coincidences. They are whispers of alignment. You've been chosen for this love because you carry a heart that understands patience, forgiveness, and grace. The one coming into your life carries a similar light. They too have walked through storms, but instead of closing off, they chose to grow. That's why heaven paired you, because both of you know the language of endurance, of faith, of divine surrender. When you meet, it will not feel like fireworks, but like sunrise, gentle, certain, steady. You'll both know that this is different. You'll recognize something eternal behind their eyes. You'll feel safe to be yourself, and they will feel the same. It won't be about proving. It will be about being, Angel says. Heaven smiles when two healed hearts meet, because healed love creates peace not only for the lovers, but for generations. The energy of divine union ripples outward, blessing families, communities, and futures. Your love story is not just for you, It is for the light it will bring into the world. This person will remind you of God's timing. They will appear not when you are searching, but when you are glowing. Heaven doesn't send love to fill your void. Heaven sends love to reflect your fullness. And because you've learned to love yourself, you will attract someone who mirrors that same divine self-worth. Beloved, you are entering the season of divine revelation. Everything that was once uncertain is becoming clear. Everything that was once broken is being rebuilt stronger. Everything that was once missing is being restored in divine measure. Angel says, prepare your heart with gratitude. Give thanks now even before you see it. Gratitude is the door through which blessings walk. Each time you thank heaven for what's coming, you magnetize it closer. Speak it as if it's already yours, because in the realm of spirit it already is. You are not waiting anymore. You are aligning. You are stepping into the manifestation of what heaven promised long ago. And when it happens, it will feel both miraculous and natural, because miracles always feel like home to the soul that's been ready. The person heaven is sending will understand you in quiet ways, through small gestures, consistent presence, and genuine care. They'll know how to calm your storms without silencing your strength. They'll make you laugh when you least expect it. And every time you hold hands, you'll feel peace flow through your fingertips. This love will heal your relationship with time. You'll realize that nothing was wasted. Not the tears, not the lessons, not the silence. It all led here. Heaven has been composing this moment like a song that took years to perfect. And now the melody is ready to be played. Angel says, do not fear the unknown. What's coming is not chaos. It's clarity. You are not losing. You are gaining alignment. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. Every part of your life has been leading up to this divine revelation of love. You are stepping into a connection that feels ordained. Two paths merging, two hearts remembering, two purposes intertwining. You won't have to force anything. The energy will flow naturally like rivers meeting the sea. Heaven will confirm it again and again through peace, through signs, through synchronicities that make you smile at how intentional God is. Beloved, your angels have been guiding you gently toward this moment. They've whispered in your dreams, comforted you in your tears, and strengthened you in your waiting. They want you to know it's not just coming, it's here. The orchestration is complete. Soon you'll look into someone's eyes and realize, this is what heaven was preparing me for. You'll understand why every ending was necessary, why every prayer mattered, why every delay was divine mercy in disguise. Angel says, your story will be a testimony. Others will look at your life and say, truly heaven writes the best love stories, because what's coming is not luck, it's destiny. And when that love arrives, nurture it with prayer, with kindness, with gratitude. Remember that divine love is sacred stewardship, not ownership, but partnership with heaven. Love them with gentleness. Grow together in faith. Let your union reflect divine peace wherever you go. You have reached the edge of your waiting season. The dawn of divine love is rising over your life. Heaven is smiling, and the angels are singing your name in harmony with another's. The orchestration is perfect. The timing is right, and your heart is ready. Angel says, heaven is orchestrating a love that will surprise you, not because it's unexpected, but because it's everything you prayed for and more. It's the fulfillment of promises, the answer to prayers, the embodiment of grace. So breathe deeply, beloved soul. Rest in faith. Trust that love is already on its way. Drawn to your light, guided by heaven's hand, and written in the stars long before you ever knew it existed. If these words touch your heart, if you feel the warmth of heaven through them, remember, your love story is sacred, your journey is blessed, and your timing is divine. Subscribe, stay connected, and let's continue to walk together in faith, light, and divine love. Because your miracle of love is not just coming, it's already finding its way to you right now.